The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, back on the Domino's post-game report as Carson-Newman collects a 28-17 win over the Barton Bulldogs. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. Ashley, some good and some bad today. The good, you win. And since you started this season, you have said, I want to get the fullback going. I'd like to get the fullback going. And today, you did one thing exceptionally well, and that was get the fullback going. Jaden Sullins, 31 carries, 261 yards on the ground, is the 7th most rushing yards for an individual in school history. What'd you see from your fullback today?
Well, there was, like you said, good and bad. We got to win, and that's all that really matters. We'll never take winning for granted here. I thought he played really hard. You know, he rushed for 260 yards. He had some very tough yards. Now, he doesn't turn the ball over here at the end of the game. I probably feel a lot better about it. But, no, I thought he played great.
Turned the ball over doing what he did for pretty much the entire game, and that was fighting for extra yardage. We don't track yards after contact. I would love to know what that number is today, because anytime he touched the football, the first hit was not the hit that got him to the ground.
Yeah, I thought Barton did a good job. What they were trying to do is kind of keep the ball in front of them, and they tried to make us go the long, hard way. And we were content with giving it to him. They were going to kind of keep giving us a few things there. So, no, he played hard. I've always thought he's going to have a chance to be really good. Be back, just what people were doing against us, just give it an opportunity to get it to him. And so we're developing a little bit of our inside running game, and we can take advantage of him a little more now.
The bad from this game: give up a scoop and score, give up a kickoff return for a touchdown. Had some moments. 28-17 does not feel like what the final score for this game should be. Looking at it statistically, you held Barton to 13 first downs. They didn't convert a third down until the third quarter. They had fewer than 200 yards of total offense. Doesn't feel like it should be an 11-point game, and yet miscues is what makes this an 11-point game.
Yeah, you know what I just told you guys is that we played a little bit like the way we practiced this week. So, we've had 2 very emotional games and 2 tight games the weeks before. We don't, I'm not going to make excuses for them. We didn't have it this week in practice. We warned them. We were screaming from the mountaintops. We start the game with a kickoff return for a touchdown. A little later in the first half, we're going in to score, and Zane very, very careless with the ball. He just drops it, and they scoop and score. And then we have a chance at the end with Jaden to score another touchdown. We're driving down, so we give them to give them credit on the kickoff return. Obviously, they scoop and score. There's 14. We give points away down on our end, and then we probably give points away here. So you like you said, you have 35 minutes time of possession. Essentially, you're 12 of 14 on third and fourth down conversions, and you have a nail biter because we were careless, and we've got to. And I just told them we've got to be like this culture of discipline and high and tight with the ball and sprinting to the football, and we're getting there, but we're not there. So that was the message with these guys. We're excited to win, but we've got to play better.
You kind of alluded to it. I'd like you to expand upon it. This was you've coming off back-to-back, big-time, heart-stopping wins. Obviously, the message was don't have a letdown, don't have a letdown. How difficult is it to avoid that letdown after the emotions of the last 2 weeks, as this bears out today?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be content with it, and we're not going to be satisfied with it. Maybe there's human nature. It is what it is. But we were trying to guard against it. The way the game unfolded is actually like I'm an O-line guy. It's like beauty. Just grind it out and grind it out and grind it out, grind it out. It would have been as beautiful a game as we've played if you take away 2 or 3 plays. Yeah. I thought that was the first time that we ran the football, and controlled the flow of the game. The last few weeks we've kind of had to win with play action pass and people being over aggressive in the run game. They were not. and they were going to make us run it, and we said, okay, well, we'll run it. So we'll do whatever people are going to give us, and so.
I think probably the top thing today, you didn't have a tackle for loss allowed. No negative
awesome.
rushing plays. Is this just a matter of, hey, things are starting to come together for your offensive front, and not that the buy-in hasn't been there, the understanding, I suppose, continues to grow week by week?
Yeah, I think understanding, development, we get a little crisper, a little faster running plays. I was excited to see that. Again, they didn't give us anything in the pass game. They were much less aggressive than what we've seen. And what my fear was, and I'd mentioned this, the last couple of weeks, if they weren't as aggressive in the pass game, and if they didn't give us opportunities to hit those play action passes, didn't know if we were good enough offensively to win. We showed a lot of improvement running the fullback. Zane made some great reads. Again, I thought this was a beautiful game. I'd take this all day, every day. If we could minus 3 or 4 plays, well, you can't minus 3 or 4 plays. We got to get better from those and learn from those things.
Responses to adversity today were stout as they have been all season long. You brought up the kickoff return for a touchdown. Well, your response was to hit Jeremiah Carroll for a 64-yard reverse. How proud are you of this team? When something negative did happen, you hit back, and you hit back heavy.
No, they were great, and they played hard. And the mistakes we made, I did say some things to them. I got a little heated with a few of them, but I didn't have to because they knew. So we're at a point now where they know the deal. And, no, it was good. We responded. They had under 200 yards offense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good defense. And, we did a lot of great things on offense. And, again, we just won. We're 5-0. And, to be in our first season and establishing an offense that is really, really complex and really tough, and it's totally different than what any of our kids have done. And we're starting 3 freshman linemen. We moved a slot receiver to fullback, and he just rushed for
261.
261. So we're doing a lot of good things. We just have to keep getting better.
We hope the road is clear to Mars Hill next week. Mars Hill was able to get out and is playing at Newberry right now. We presume that the game against the Lions happens next week. All things considered, with all the weather that hit last week, what do you have to do to get ready for Tim Clifton's Mountain Lions Club?
Well, Coach Clifton's a good coach, just super well coached, physical team, tough team. We're just going to have to play better than what we played today, or we won't have a chance to win over there. Now, we did a lot of good things. If we can continue to do those things and build upon it, it'll give us a chance. But he's obviously he's got a great program there. He's been there for a very long time. Got a lot of respect for their program, and we'll approach it day by day, and we'll have to be at our best to have a chance to win.
Ashley, pleasure as always. Congrats on moving to 5-0.
Go Eagles.
That is Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. Domino's postgame report rolls on after this. Player interviews headed your way. We come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants,